Hey there, it's Boots Owen here. This is the dust canister from a DC19 Dyson vacuum cleaner. Little cylinder vacuum. Quite a big dust bowl this compared to the upright ones, which tend to be longer and thinner. I'm going to take it apart today just to show you how to do that. I may or may not clean it, I don't know yet. I'll see what it's like inside. It's pretty clean already, but it's got some clogs in it, and doing what I'm going to do today will improve the efficiency, the suckage of the machine. So open that, pop that off. The dust's been emptied, but it's still a bit dirty in there, although that's where it's meant to be dirty, because that's where the dirt collects. Set that aside. Then, this is what we're looking at. When these pores here get blocked up, and I have seen other Dysons that were completely clogged, the air can't flow through the machine, it can't suck, it can't filter properly, because the filters are blocked. So you've got to take it apart, and how do we do that is the question. Now, I see a number of things here. So I'm going to go in through the top first. I can see torque screws all around the top, so I'm going to take them out. So I'm onto the last screw now, spared you that misery. Before I take that off, I'll show you there's a couple more screws in there to hold the handle on. I don't believe I need to remove them for this job. So with those ones out, let's get a little screwdriver just to pry around. There we go. And that's the top cover there off, and it's pretty clean, but you can see that dust there. It's not completely clean. Now in here we've got another 7 screws. These again, these are Torx 15, the same as the other ones. So 7 screws out. Let's get the screwdriver again, just prise that up, and again it's pretty clean actually. These are not too bad compared to some of them. Sometimes you'll see all of these passageways will be full of dust. Not too bad. Okay, there's a gasket here. Just pull it off. If you're not gonna give it a wash, you don't really need to do this, but I'm just doing it anyways. Now, how do we get this bit here off? I've noticed that there are these little plastic covers here, so should be a matter of pushing. Whoop, there they go. And so there's 3 of those around the circumference with these little covers. You don't really need to replace them because they don't really do anything other than cover the screws, but they are snapped in place, so you put on a fair bit of pressure to get them off. And there's the old thing that they may not want to go back in again. So let's see what's in here. These screws are a little bit shorter than the previous ones. So the real dust on this device is in here. See if we can see it with the camera now. You can see around the rim there's quite a bit, but there's also a lot around those jets. Now this is where it gets to be a bit trickier, because I have a feeling this snaps on as well as... So I have a feeling this part is separate from this part, because it's held on with 3 clicks, but I have a feeling this is snapped on the whole way around as well as being screwed on. So this is when it gets to be a little bit difficult. It's basically like removing a tire, if that makes any sense to you. You've got to snap it off the whole way around. There we go. That was easier than I thought actually. And that's where the dirt gets stuck, and you can get a lot more than this in there, and then in here as well. Now this piece here should also pop off by pressing down inside here. You can see the dust that's fallen out already there on my bench. This little pile here on the bottom of the camera, bottom of the screen. I started washing it and then realized that I needed to get in here. So to do that, just put your hand on it, pull the outside, this bit, away from the inside. Do it 3 times and it should pop out. There we go. As long as it doesn't pop back in again, like there. You should be out. There we go, and that's why you need to get it out, because there's sludge in there in that little ridge, so we'll give that a wash as well. Okay, it's had a bath, it's dry, it's clean, let's put it back together. Starting with this rubber seal, let's fit that in. Okay, that was easy. This thing should go in here. And there's a rubber ring on that as well, actually. That just nearly popped off there. With these, it's just pressure until the three things are snapped in. Then let's put this on. This should be simple enough. It's difficult to clean the rubbers. You could probably put them in the washing machine, but the way I see it with these things is this is a tool for picking up dirt. Therefore, it'll get dirty again. And if it gets dirty again, what's the point in cleaning it? That's a bit of wisdom there for you. Not very helpful, really. Okay, then this one goes in here, if I recall. Yeah, so that gasket on there. 3 screws we have to line up, so let's try to do that. Yeah. Oh, this has to push in. And then the 3 screws go in. The shorter of the selection. And then these little plastic snaps have to go back in, or don't, depending on your mood. They actually go in a lot easier than they come out. Not really sure what purpose they serve when you can see the screws on top. What's the point in having them missing? Then this one just sits in like that and gets another 7 screws. 7 screws in. Then, a moment of sanity, this little piece at the back lines up with that screw at the back here. Snaps on, and another 7 screws. It's important to take it completely apart when you're washing it, because if there's any bits where there are gaps and that sludge gets caught in there, it'll probably dribble out a bit and catch the next bit of dirt. So you want to make sure you've got rid of it all. And made a nice job of cleaning it. I was wondering if I could put one of these in the dishwasher, and you probably could, but you see this kind of copper on top here? That's a paint, and I think that would come off. Paint, maybe, some kind of coating. That might come off. Also, you might lose the Dyson letters on the handle. You might damage your stickers. Of course you can, it's your machine, you do what you want. The only thing I didn't take off was this handle on top. And I believe how you do it is you remove this piece from the back, like I have already removed, because I did that when I was washing it because it got some water under it. I believe you get a flat screwdriver under here and you push that up. Do the same on the other side. I can try it now, but I have a feeling that's not going to work because it's quite stiff. Pull those 2 tabs up and then push it forward. I'm not going to go for it now because I don't really want it off. I don't think there's any dirt in behind it. But yeah, lever those up and push it that way. It should come off. This is the little clip on the back here that is the last piece. If I remember how to take it, put it back on, it just snaps straight on top. 2 more screws. Oh, silly me, there's a spring missing. There's a spring missing that I should have put in, and it clips in to this piece here and then drops down. Not sure that you really need that to be there, but I'm not sure at all what it does in fact. Oh, it puts some spring on there. Not sure what that's for. Some design feature to stop the handle getting broken, maybe. Last screw in, and then this canister meets up with this thing here, snaps in, and that's it, all together. Check out the description for parts and accessories for machines like this. Questions or comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. See you later.